So today I want to talk about the new game Pokemon Go. For those that don't know, Pokemon Go is a new game that was released for iOS and Android devices. And what happens in the game is that it uses the GPS from your phone to track your location. Now as you walk around, Pokemon actually pop up. And when they do pop up, you can actually see them in real life. And I'm not kidding about this. I have proof. So I don't know how well you can see this, but this is a tourist that I caught the other day in real life. This is something called augmented reality, and it uses the camera in your phone to place the Pokemon in the real world, which is pretty amazing. Now, there are a couple of reasons why Pokemon Go is extremely important and why I think it's changing the world for the better. First off, I live in what I like to call the Pokemon generation. In elementary school, I grew up with Pokemon Yellow, Pokemon Gold and Silver, and I owned every installment in the Pokemon series, whether it is Gold, Silver, Ruby, Crystal, Emerald, Sapphire, Fire Red, Diamond and Pearl, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Omega Ruby, all of them. X and Y. Can't forget that one. That one was really good. So living in this Pokemon generation and watching the show and collecting the cards, I've always wanted to actually be a Pokemon trainer. Now, I'm not insane. Don't peg me as someone who's in their room cowering with fear thinking, oh, I want to be a Pokemon trainer, because I'm not talking like that. It was just a fantasy thing, you know? Everybody has a dream that they want to fulfill. Some people play Call of Duty and want to actually do that. I wouldn't want to do that. But it's different for everybody. And for me and a lot of my friends and a lot of people my age, being a Pokemon trainer would have been the coolest thing in the world. Now with Pokemon Go, this is becoming a reality. I can get up, walk outside, and see, oh, there's an Oddish right there. Tap on it, and all of a sudden I am capturing an Oddish in real time on my front lawn. Like, how is that even possible? This is something that I would have never dreamed being a reality. Now another thing that this game is doing that is pretty amazing is it's making average gamers get up and do stuff. It is impossible to play Pokemon Go sitting in one spot. And trust me, I've tried. You can use all the incense you want, you can use all the Pokemon luring devices that you want. It'll help a little bit, but if you're not moving, it's not going to be fun. You can't do anything. And there are these areas in the game called Pokestops. And Pokestops are real-life landmarks, like a church, or the restaurant down the street, or the park over there, you know, like random places. But when you go there in real life, you can tap on the location on your phone, and you get some more Pokeballs, some potions, maybe a couple eggs that you can hatch. Real cool stuff. And all of this is impossible if you just sit on the couch all day. So what's happening is something kind of weird. All of these people that like to play Pokemon, all of these gamer type people, are getting up and going everywhere. And when I say they're all getting up, I'm being completely serious. They're all getting up. Last weekend, me and Steph went downtown in the city that we live in, and we were playing Pokemon Go, and we were finding some really cool Pokemon. And then we realized that someone used a incense at one of the Pokestops. An incense just draws in more Pokemon to that area. So we thought, cool, let's go over there and see what's going on. I kid you not, there was dozens of people. There had to be at least 30, just playing Pokemon Go. And we instantly made all these friends, people talking about what they caught. Everybody was like, oh my god, look, it's an Oddish. Everybody catch the Oddish. Like, it was crazy. And that experience would have never been possible if this game never came out. And it's just something that I never saw happening. I didn't think that a game would make me go out into the real world and meet new people, you know? And another thing that's crazy too is I just got invited to this Facebook group called the Boston Pokewalk. Now, if you guys don't know, I live really close to Boston, and this event is meeting on the Boston Common. And what they're doing is just meeting with a bunch of people, and they're all going to walk through the Common looking for Pokemon. The event already has 3,000 people going, and 11.5 thousand people interested. 11,500 people. This isn't just like a few nerdy kids hanging at the Common playing Pokemon. This is thousands of people. I can't even imagine this. It's crazy. Another thing that happened that really made me feel awesome inside was when me and Steph were walking through the city, another guy walked by us and he said, "Hey, you guys playing Pokemon?" And we were like, "Yeah." And he goes, "Oh, just so you know, there's like a Sea King by that fountain over there." And I already caught it, so I was like, "Oh yeah, man, I got it. What level's yours?" And it's like, I'm actually talking to these people. Like, this is real Pokemon. If you're playing like Omega Ruby or Pokemon X or whatever, when you're walking around and you meet people in the game, that's the stuff they're talking about. Hey, there's a Geodude down the road, or they want to battle, or they want to talk about what kind of items you have. Like, it's crazy. This is all real now. Now, with all of this, there is, of course, some downside. And that is that Pokemon Go is extremely addictive. Now, obviously, I am pretty much addicted to it right now. I'm playing it constantly. But some people are pushing that to an extreme, playing while they're driving, playing in areas they really shouldn't be, bad parts of town, walking and not paying attention to their surroundings. I'm pretty sure people have already gotten in car accidents and hit by traffic because they're just not paying attention. And honestly, that's just dumb. If you're gonna play this game, you need to pay attention to your surroundings. It's common sense. Don't die because you want to catch a Magmar. That's like the stupidest thing in the world. So always use common sense, pay attention, but it's okay to be addicted to this game because I don't know, I just see so much potential in the future when they release more Pokemon, because right now it's just the original 151. When they start incorporating more battling, because right now you can fight at gyms, but you have to go to the certain location and you can't really battle your friends when you're next to each other or anything. I think that would be a really cool upgrade. And just so much more. This game it's so cool. I'm just in awe about it. And I had to make this video this week because I just can't stop thinking about that game. Now, of course, everyone's probably heard of the server issues that are going on. And it's true, for the first couple days, I knew people that couldn't even make an account. It was just so backed up and the servers were failing left and right. And even if you did have an account, it was really hard to play for more than a couple minutes without everything crashing. Now it's gotten better. I'm able to leave it on for a couple hours before anything happens. And when I say a couple hours, don't think that I'm just staring at my phone for a couple hours. You can put it on a battery saving mode so that you just hold it by your side and walk around and it will vibrate when something pops up. But this is cool because now I'm going for walks around the city. Like, I do that occasionally, but now I have, like, you know, a reason to do it, which is really fun. And I'm discovering all these places I never really knew existed because all the Pokestops are real life landmarks. So I'll be walking around and I'll see one and it'll say like, statue of this Native American guy. And I'm like, oh, I didn't even know that was there. Cool. Just random stuff. It's awesome. So guys, if you haven't downloaded Pokemon Go yet because you're afraid of being a weirdo or you don't want to get into it or whatever, just do it. It's so worth it. I promise you, you're going to boot it up, you're going to catch like a Charmander, and you're instantly going to be hooked. It's that good. It's so much fun. So thanks again for watching, guys, and I will see you next week.